If we had allowed her to come and speak to us here, go back to Kampala, we would have done justice to the Nordic syndrome families. I know we are hungry, I know we are tired, but the people for whom we are here, the children and families suffering with Nordic syndrome, they are also hungry. They are also tired. They need help. Whatever we are doing is a start. We need the intervention of the government of Uganda in order to have a lasting solution. So as I apologize, I ask you that whatever you are doing, the hunger you're feeling, doesn't matter how tired you are, bear with us because we are doing this for our brothers and sisters who are also suffering, who are tired, and they're also hungry. Our chief guest, you had the opportunity to see firsthand a few of the Nordic syndrome children. There are over 3,000 cases. The ones you saw are less than 50. The condition of the children you saw today is not as bad as the real condition in their villages. Right, Honorable Prime Minister, these people who are gathered here, plus many in Kudu, Lira, and Kampala, in a period of only 1 month, they've raised over 105 million shillings in pledges and cash, and they have contributed food in kind worth 88 million shillings. If you have to put together the total contribution, Ugandans and our friends locally here, no donation from overseas, we have raised about 185 million shillings to support families and children affected by the Nordic syndrome. I speak this with joy, but I'm also sad. The government of Uganda, we are told, has only budgeted 5 million shillings for Nordic syndrome in 1 financial year. 5 million shillings for over 3,000 people who are suffering. But these people here, from 1,000 shillings to 5 million shillings, have raised 185 million shillings in just 1 month. We appreciate your being here today. I had a very long speech to make, but there's no time. You heard from the local leaders, you heard from the LC5 chairman, the RNC who represents the president here spoke. The area member of parliament, which has the largest cases of Nordic syndrome in Acholi, also spoke to you. My request to you is that you avail us time in the office of the Prime Minister. We want to come together as a team. Irene Gleeson Foundation, we already have over 4,000 children we are caring for. We do not intend to add the Nordic syndrome issue on our agenda. Every year we work for a different cause. Last year, 2 years ago, we worked for a public library. We haven't even finished construction of the library. Because of COVID, last year we distributed food to families affected by COVID. This year we could have continued with the library, but we saw the need and the suffering of Nordic syndrome children, and we decided to dedicate this year for that cause. We cannot do everything. That is why we are appealing to you that this is just a start. A motion was moved in Parliament by the area member of Parliament, woman member of Parliament for Kitgum, and we are happy that what we started to reawaken national concern about the plight of children and families affected by Nordic syndrome is starting to gain traction. The motion in Parliament was a great step forward. The gathering of people today, young children from schools who have sat here from 8 a.m., working to show solidarity with children with Nodding syndrome, this is another step forward. The bishop, we just celebrated his 90th birthday. But he walked the entire journey and donated 2 million shillings to support families of Nodding syndrome. We are seeing from the youngest children to our elders saying we want to stand with these children. So we reach out to you. We are going to work closely as civil society. We are going to reach out to the local government of Acholi. We'll sit together with our members of parliament, and we want to come up with a comprehensive memorandum that we want to present to the Prime Minister. The donations we have received will provide food for 1 month. After 1 month, these children will be hungry. We need a lasting solution from government, a solution that touches each child who has Nodding syndrome, that supports each household where there is Nodding syndrome, a solution that goes beyond the families to also provide social services to the entire community. Today you heard that in one village, 94 girls who are victims of Nodding syndrome have been defiled. From the DPC and RDC, 94 girls living with Nodding syndrome have been defiled in just one sub-county. They don't even know who the fathers of these children are. And when we walked into the offices of some of the ministers in government, many of them told us that they were shocked Nodding syndrome cases are still there. Their assumption was that these children are now okay, it has cleared, they have gone home. The people of Kipum have spoken in large numbers. People have bought T-shirts on the back that says, "End Nodding syndrome." The cause of this disease is not known. There is no cure. There are over 3,000 cases. If Mama Irene, for whom we work today, if she was alive, she would be in Tumamu with those children. That is why today we decided that as we walk in her footsteps. What we are doing as IGF is a drop in the bucket. We call upon government to provide justice to the children and the families of Nodding syndrome. Allow me, Chief Guest, to invite the chairperson for Kampala Committee and Ulu, if you are here, 1 minute, very quickly.